You can't quit. See, life will throw a lot of struggles and problems. It comes at everybody, right? At different situations, different scenarios, at different points in their lives. People will be faced with hardships. And it's not always a very clear one word sentence or answer that solves their problems, right? You can't just say, okay, do this and the problem's solved, right? Life is more complicated than that. Situations arise. Sometimes it takes time for people to heal. I mean, some of the things that people go through most, for example, is an illness or an injury or something that takes them out of the lifestyle that they were in and completely puts them into a different realm of understanding of how to take care of their bodies and spend their time. Illnesses that they deal with, taking medication and dealing with the reaction to that, it can really put people down into a deep depression and create a lot of anxiety in their lives. Injury for athletes, for example, or anyone who is just normally active. And now all of a sudden they're laying home in bed or on their sofa and they're just, their bodies are going away from them. They're not able to do the same things they usually do or move in the same way they usually do. So it kind of just weighs down on them, eventually just breaks them down. I mean, people go through these types of struggles, right? Even the pressures of raising kids, right? You would think that a parent, is just enjoying lives with their kids and doing things A, B, C, and D. But I mean, parenting is probably one of the most stressful things that can happen in a person's life. I mean, me being a father, I understand that there's a lot of joy in raising kids, but anybody who tells you kids, that tells you that at times it's very stressful because you worry. You worry about all the little things that are happening to your child, and as they grow and become teenagers, that worry and stress becomes even bigger because now you have a child that's going out into the real world. And the things that are out there, you start to see changes in them. You see what's going on in the society and the culture out here, and you're always worried that it's going to affect your child negatively. But at the same time, the child is also having a lot of pressure on them, dealing with the peer pressures of things at school and the academic pressure, right? Just having to complete their studies in a proper way so they can succeed, not only to make their parents and families proud of them and happy, but also because in order for them to be successful in this dunya, that they also have to do well in school. This is what we feed our kids. Feed our kids like, hey, if you want to succeed, you want to be successful, make sure you do good in school. I mean, this is just the mainstream. The majority of our brothers and sisters are completely pushed this in their mind. And to a certain degree, it's very true. Of course, you need to have iman. You want to be successful in the akhirah, so you want to be praying your salat. I mean, that's, as a Muslim, that's what we should all understand. That is the nucleus of our lives, right? That is the centerpiece of our lives, is our Islam. But on a superficial level, that affects our emotions and affects our actions are these types of things. So it sometimes weighs on us so much that it's so heavy on us that sometimes we feel like we can't keep going, especially after people fail in attempting to do these things. And you will fail. And then guess what? You'll fail again. And sometimes you'll fail again. And sometimes you'll fail again. But then you will succeed. Then you will find a way out of that hole. You will find a way out of that anxiety. You will find a way out of that problem, out of that pressure, out of that condition. But you have to set your goals on moving forward. You can never fall back and say, this is it, I'm done. You have to keep going every single day. Don't quit. Keep pushing yourselves forward. Keep pushing yourself towards something that is more bigger than yourselves. Something that is great for your iman, but something that is bigger than yourself. Something that you have to aim for, something you have to strive for. Keep going every day. Don't quit. Keep striving. Keep pushing yourselves to become a better person. Learn to control your emotions. We are emotional people. Human beings are emotional. But if you don't learn to control your emotions, they will ruin you. They will completely take over your life, where every day You're just so caught up in your emotions. Everything's a blur to you. You wake up from the morning until night. You're driving around, walking around, and you're just caught up in your thoughts. You have to be able to focus in life, have plans, goals, have a vision, and keep moving past things. You will fail. You will fall down. Get up, keep moving forward, right? Somebody once told me that you're either coming out of a problem, in a problem, or going towards a problem. There's always some situation or some condition that we face, but be resilient, be strong, keep pushing yourself for the sake of Allah. Raise your hands in dua. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will help you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will be there for you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does love you. Raise your hands as a mu'min, as a believer, and La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. Ask Allah, Allah guide me, protect me. Ya Allah, be with me. Ya Allah, help me out of this situation. Don't stop asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Don't quit. Keep going every day.